Hello, everybody, and welcome to People in the Boxes, episode 115. Use this time while we play the intro to help us share out and like the video and go check us out on all the different places that we're live and help us out here. We'll be back in 5. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to People in the Boxes 115. Let's go.
Welcome to People in the Boxes.
Yes. Welcome to People in the Boxes. And welcome. We got, look at this. Look at all the wonderful friends we have on screen already. Whoa. He'll probably be back. Maybe he couldn't hear us. He's on a phone, it looked like. What's up, guys? It's Thursday night again, 8 o'clock Central Time for People in the Boxes. It is October 10th, 2024. October 10th already. Facebook gave me this beautiful post today that said, "Here's what you looked like 2 years ago," and I compared it. I put up a picture of me today, and it was like, wow, just the beard's a little longer. You know what I mean?
You had a better camera back then.
That was, well, okay. Touche. It was the worst camera, but I know what you did there. See what you did there. So, guys, make sure you hit that like button for us. We're going to get into the topic tonight: exercise, and we're not just talking about going to the gym and pumping iron. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of other things that we do on a day-to-day basis, including some things like posture, including things like how we carry things. What do we do in the morning, getting out of bed? Like what is it that we can do to not necessarily get a workout in, but the way we work on a day-to-day basis? Are we are we dragging things around, like, are we slouching down all the time, even though we might be doing something healthy with our food? You know what I'm saying? We have to think about all of it. And so we're just going to kind of get into it. We're going to talk about maybe in the past, military. Some of us were in the military. We can talk about some fun things, some fun memories about exercise for sure, like all that good stuff. So we're gonna get into it, but before we do, guys, make sure you hit the like button if you can and share us out. And if you want to come up, come on up. Let's send you the link out. I would love to talk about exercising. Okay, well, let me put up the link, bro. Let me put up the link here. If anybody wants to come up and share on the topic, definitely. But yeah, welcome Red Six, welcome Mess, Rod. What's up, man? Doc, I keep forgetting to call. I want to call you Rod. But what's Doc all about? Let's find out. Are you medically certified? I don't think you can hear us. Can you hear us?
Who?
Doc.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Can you hear me?
My phone is messing up. My computer's messing up. My Wi-Fi is messing up. So I don't know if I can even hang with you guys tonight.
That's unfortunate, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
if it's not going to work like that, you won't be able to have a conversation.
Because we had a magnetic interference from solar flares.
Solar flares, yeah.
Have been really bad.
I saw some purple lights in the sky earlier.
Yeah, northern lights are out tonight. I'm going to go out here in a little bit and see if we can see them here. I'm in southern New Mexico. I know that they're getting them in northern New Mexico, but I don't know.
We're talking Aurora Borealis up in here.
Yep.
Oh snap!
Down that far? That's
yeah,
crazy.
let me go look real quick and see.
More like chlorophyll. I don't know. Oh, okay.
How's everybody doing, Waylon?
Yeah, we got Daz in the house. Good, man. How are you, Red Six?
Good.
What up?
Back in the day, you didn't even really need to exercise. It was just built into your everyday life.
That's what I want to talk about. Exactly what I want to talk about.
The further society, the faster society got, the slower people and the lazier people got.
Come on. Let's not. Like, can
Good.
we quit with the old man shit and whining about nowadays? Because that's not.
It isn't whining. It's we're
Obviously,
talking
we
about
had
health.
to walk more,
He's younger than
but
I
we
am.
live in a more health conscious society now than we used to.
No, we eat junk. We eat
I don't
trash.
know. I don't know. I listen. I
Food
think we
is
have a
less
bigger.
yes. Well, we're more aware. Come on,
We're
people
definitely
smoke
aware, but people do it
cigarettes in
anyway.
restaurants. What are we
Yeah.
talking about?
When okay, what I'm saying is,
Calm
okay,
down.
people
It's just
don't get
people are
people are
picking
too
and
busy.
choosing and coming
Everything
out
is
the gate whining.
instantaneous. Everything is instantaneous now that people don't get out and do stuff. Like I've got a 19-year-old son. When I was 19, I was out running around having fun doing shit, right? You know what I mean? Like I wasn't
Yes,
sitting on a phone
man.
and having shit brought to me. Like that's where society's gotten now. Everything is
It's
so like
people
it's
conscious
like
about it.
it's instant gratification now to where people don't have to go out of their way and do stuff to get anything. And that's where a lot of our exercise is lacking now because normal day stuff would get you exercise. Like I would go to like when I worked on a truck, like that's where I got my workout the whole day. I'm unloading 21,000 pounds of freight, right? I'm lifting that up, putting it on a hand cart, trucking 12 miles a day. I had a pedometer on me at one point. I would go like 12 miles
There's
a day.
people still working hard though. And
Yeah.
I
So
think that people need to work smarter versus harder because people are giving their lives to things that don't give a fuck about them. And you were probably working way harder than what you needed to. So I'm sorry that you had to go
it's
through
called
that.
exercise. We're not talking about working hard or anything.
Well,
It's
that's
called
what you're
exercise.
talking about is work. You're like, the world is more efficient now. So
No,
people
we're
gotta
talking.
work harder.
Yeah, but he's right, man.
Something
Look.
totally missed the whole introduction to what this was about.
Yeah. No, you're
No,
right.
but there's so many sides to it to come out like that. Like it's just I don't because there's a whole other side to what you're saying.
Okay. So, Dad,
Gym
you're gonna tell
membership
me
is
that
up.
I apologize that you feel attacked personally. That's all I'll say. I'll leave it alone then.
no, he's not.
I don't feel
he's
attacked. I feel great all the time, but I like
You're a
speaking.
passionate guy.
I'm
Dad.
very passionate,
So,
and I get sick of
Dad.
the one-sided narratives
Well, he just
that
started
get
talking
carried.
though. You kind of jumped on him. Like, he said like 3 sentences, and you were done with
Yeah,
him.
it was
You're like,
like,
this
oh.
guy, this old man, he's done.
Well,
I'm
I've
gonna
been
take
very
him out right
frustrated.
now.
I've been very frustrated with your audience all day today. And
One guy is not my audience.
Period.
I need to take it out on Mess. This is not the coach.
It's an undertone. I gotta say, there be a semi-racist undertone with this whole scene.
Whoa.
What
Not
the
from
hell is
you,
going on?
Waylon. Not
Oh,
from
well.
you. You can
He's
laugh.
venting right now.
You
Let's let
can
him go.
laugh if you want
I'm
at
not
that.
laughing, but it's just a
But
weird
no,
place to
you
be. Like,
didn't laugh, Waylon. Even him laughing at me saying that is wild.
He's a comedian.
yeah, like it's the funny part is not that you said that. The funny part is that you thought this was like you were just coming at the whole audience all of a sudden.
Let him
And,
vent.
But I want to let you go. But I'm just telling
No,
you
because
why.
Waylon, I love you. You're my guy. You're like a brother to me. You've been so supportive that I overlook a lot of shit. But I call spades a spade all day.
Well, let's name some spades besides the coach. The
But
coach,
King
knows
of
the
King of
coach.
Spade, Ace of Spade. Okay.
What?
King Neb, you're not a spade. Don't
What
worry.
did you say about Kim?
Kim,
I said King of Spade, Ace of Spade. He said name some spades. So
No, she's talking to me. I said Kim because the same guy that's got him all riled up is the same guy that's gotten on her nerves too.
But yeah, but you said I love him.
I didn't say that.
Oh, I thought you said I love him. I'm like,
No, I don't know what I said.
You gotta watch
I said
some mouth
something along the lines of you've dealt with him too, or something like that. Or you've had something.
oh, you've dealt with the same person.
Oh,
Kim's
you
dealt
said-
with the same person.
he's an idiot.
Yeah, I use the same.
But is that the only
If
example
check
you
your
have?
inbox, I said the same exact words, and I don't use those words lightly.
Yeah, I don't either.
I just
But
have
if you're
never
an idiot,
faced.
I'm going to tell you you're an idiot. I'm a very
No,
I'm
I'm
a
a fucking
very
idiot.
honest, straightforward person, and that dude is an idiot.
Just call me a fucking idiot. I'll respect that.
So let me rewind, okay, a little
As
bit.
exact. What's up, everybody? Let's bring him in.
I'm sure a lot of y'all are familiar with me.
No, I'm not.
But I mean, a lot of people is. I've never met you on here either, King Ned.
What's going on, Dash? What's wrong with you? What happened, man? Who put your panties in a bunch?
Who harmed you?
Whoa. Oh, so you coming in? Now my
King Ned,
panties are in a bunch?
have you met the coach? That
No.
freaking sexist.
Oh no. You mean the relationship coach? Relationship?
Yeah.
Don't let me meet him. I'll rip him a new. He'll need some baby wipes.
But my panties ain't in a bunch.
No, I'm gonna say your underwear boxes. I'm sorry. Bro.
Nah, I look. Nothing is in a bunch.
Okay.
I think that people should be able to say the truth without being, oh, your panties are in a bunch. Like, there's undertones. I didn't make that up. That's true. Maybe not from specific faces or whatever, but it's an undertone of a certain style. And I'm not making that shit up.
What is that?
And I got it face to face with me today. I'm glad Kim thinks he's dumb too. I know
I don't think he's dumb. He's an idiot.
Waylon, you didn't say
that dude ain't got shit.
I said what?
I'm telling you. An amoeba has more brain than that dude.
But I mean, Waylon, you didn't even comment nothing back to him. You were
I was
quick
trying to see if there was any information being exchanged, but
Man, I missed it. Was he just here?
I missed
Nah,
it.
not here.
It was in a post.
Oh.
But
I just think it's a lot of old ways of thinking, though. Like, oh, we live in a world where you should just deal with it, was what that status should say. And I don't know. Like, obviously, we worked harder, but like things are more efficient. But gym memberships are up as far as exercising goes. I think the alpha male YouTube society is lame as hell. I think gaming is lame as hell to do anything. I think life
Stop.
is
Stop. I'm messing with your dad. I'm gonna fuck with you this whole show.
No, that's fine.
I'm gonna do a dab.
Yeah, let's do a dab for dad. Right?
But I'm not a big fan of one-sided shit, and I feel like everything is so one-sided when it comes to exercising. And
you're not going to agree that things are less physical in general. That's what he was getting at. People don't have to walk or carry. Like, there are still tribes in the world that haven't even been touched by outside man. Those kind of tribes are very fit because it's the two
exercise is one-sided. It's either moving or not.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. Like, they don't have this obesity problem that we have in America because everyone can just have their, DoorDash.
It's a society problem. Is all I'm saying.
Chinese, they're all the same. They eat well proportioned meals. They eat until they're just right, not till they're completely full.
But that's not the only problem. I don't want to demonize us for eating. I think it's in the food, it's in the chemicals, it's in all the crap they're giving us. We all know all the other problems with our water, with our vaccines, if quote unquote, all these things, and not just the one big jab that everybody talks about, but we're finding out all of them probably had some fucking cocktails going on in there. And so once we feel I see you, Lisa. Once we start feeling unhealthy, then it's a lot harder for us to want to get up and do some exercise, right? What's up, Elisa? But my point is, like, really about this whole conversation really is like about your everyday movements. Like, when you bend and pick up a box, do you imagine you're like at the gym and you're doing a squat, grab that box, help like the best way you can? That's my kind of thought on it.
I'll tell you this much, and just to humor, what's his name, Daz or whatever. My old ass learned how to pick up now. I keep my bend at the motherfucking knees. You know what I'm saying? I give you, yeah, I am old, and this is an old way of thinking. My old ass didn't listen when I was young, and I didn't bend at the knees. And
That's
now
where
I'm
I'm
old,
at.
I bend at the knees.
Once you hit 40, and everybody says this, it's a weird thing. You hit 40, all of a sudden everything's creaking. You got 10 other aches and pains. Like, what happened to me overnight?
And
Oh,
nobody
that's
told me.
because
Nobody told me when you're 40s you lose your sight a little bit. That sight, the vision goes a little bit.
you're
I
gonna,
but
so
I,
pissed at that.
cheaters,
as
Waylon.
fa-
You're gonna need cheaters soon.
I don't think though that what you're. I guess my point
You're muted,
was,
Elisa.
What's your
and
point, Jack?
you kind of led into that, is that walking and doing that didn't mean that we were getting good exercise, or that we were doing
Burning more
what was
calories.
best,
Okay,
or that we were doing what was best for our bodies.
I'm sorry.
And a lot
I'm
of
not going
our
to argue this
families
fact.
were
Getting
left
out and
with
moving.
a lot of our families were at early ages for the work that they did at work, left with
sex?
broken
No,
bodies, not healthy bodies.
You're comparing apples and oranges, dude. Okay. The activeness is not what kills you. The activeness is exercise. Exercise is necessity to keep your body healthy. That's not what kills you. Being active doesn't kill you. Like all that playing as a kid and running around isn't injuring you or bad for you. It's good for you because you're burning energy, you're burning fuel, you're growing, you're helping your body grow and get stronger.
Your
And that's
examples was not shit like that, and that's not the kind of extra exercise that you were forced to do back in the day. My dad
Gym
used to have
class.
to carry
extra
me.
exercise. We're just talking
Yeah.
exercise in general.
More sex.
More
What?
sex,
Yeah.
good exercise.
Yeah.
600
That's
calories,
really
right?
exercise.
600
I love
calories.
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 I thought I had
So
the package. I got
I
6 pounds
I
with it.
get
That's
what
the
you're
number one
saying,
burner.
but
What
even
what
the
kind
way
of good exercise is that? You men fall asleep right after you have sex, so it's like
I don't know the hell you talking to.
It's a
Late night
workout.
exercise.
I
Right
mean,
after, right before bed.
don't lie, King. You know you be tired. Don't act.
Oh, hell
Come
no,
on,
bro. Hell
man.
no. I do 50 push-ups for you right now.
He's
Bonds
Bonds not gone.
You
King.
get
Bonds
50
not
from me
gone.
and I'm done.
I mean,
I'll
people.
be right back.
I think people exercise. Even in my neighborhood, I live in Atlanta. Exercise is literally constantly happening. I think
Everybody's
people
walking
are
out there.
living
As long as you're
longer.
doing good.
What did you say?
As long as you're still moving, you're doing good.
But
You know what I mean? It's when
communities like
you're
that didn't
completely
even
lethargic is
exist.
when you
They didn't even exist like that back then. And
I
so
would.
like literally all day, any point of the day, there's people in workout clothes, jogging, walk, like it's literally a workout community.
Shit, you better go to New
Damn,
York. You gotta take your ass to New York, bro.
saying that didn't exist back in like the
not
80s.
the
It
same
did.
way, and definitely it didn't. I promise you it didn't.
Dude, we had videotape. Dude, our moms in the 70s had these things called Betamax that they'd put a tape in, and this woman's on there kicking shit around. You telling me it wasn't this big back then? No, dude, you're mistaken. Bad. It was more of thing back then, dude. How do you think Richard Simmons got famous?
Yeah.
But there wasn't whole communities like that. That was it was almost niche. It was niche to a certain extent. It tapped into a certain type of person. So everybody was just like, yeah, man, like, nah, it wasn't quite, bruh. We're gonna do that right now.
Look at picture of the beaches back in that day. People didn't need to go to work out at Planet Fitness just to look average. Like you just got to go look at a picture from back then. There wasn't people obese and overweight and out of shape like they are today.
Look at like in the back of every comic book there was Jacqueline.
Yeah, I get. Look,
where you coming from?
All right, I think people are aging and taking care of themselves. We're living longer and everything, man.
Actually,
come
our
on. Why
our
are
life
we
expectancy
capping here?
our life expectancy is declining.
Whose
Actually,
fucking foot is that?
our age
There's
expectancy.
there's a foot just sitting right there in the corner of Dash. What's going on?
A
Like,
lot more people might be self-aware now that you got to use it or lose it.
We have to do it on purpose now. It's like to your point, Daz. We are more aware of it because we have to do it more deliberately. Is the right word.
exactly.
The
Yes.
the older you
It's not a
get,
bad thing, but true.
the weaker
Go ahead,
your
man.
muscles become. So you have to keep up with it. You can't.
Well, this ties into my whole plan of like creating exercise equipment that can. I like this idea of water because sorry to get off topic, but electricity is hard to store, right? That's one of the biggest problems our whole
Bring it
country has.
back in, Willie. Bring it back in. Come on, Willie.
Well, I am. But listen, but what I can do is I can use exercise equipment to pump water up into like a tower or a tank or something like that, right? And then if I want to open the valve or whatever, I can get hydroelectricity, like a generator or something. And what I could be doing by doing that is storing my energy, right? Say, imagine I'm rich and I don't have to lift a finger, but I still need motherfucking exercise, right? So what I would be doing is I would be not wasting the exercise. You go to the gym and you pay them to like literally let you burn off the energy off into the air, and then they have to pay more money for their fans to cool you down while it's happening. Like instead of like you getting back your energy. So that's my
doing the
plan.
regular.
By doing that, it will incentivize more people to exercise. I think that's really what people work off of is incentive.
I think
right?
death should
Yeah.
incentivize, people. You're gonna be weak, you're gonna be flabby, you're not gonna be able to lift nothing. Arthritis.
Exactly. And if you can do that,
setting in, so
well, people want like sometimes they need more than one incentive, right? So it's all like, well, hey, look, this will lower your electric bill. Hey, fatty, get on here. Hey, fatty, get on here. It's going to lower your bill a little bit.
Stop killing membership and work out yourself. That will save you money.
Right.
I just
self-sufficiency.
Where does encouragement come into? I don't get where this is a generation that needs encouragement. I think they're doing it more than they ever have, and like even YouTube, the way that it's
smoking
been
tonight.
used,
I want some of that
TikTok, all that shit is being used for exercising and all that shit. And
bro, come on, I'll push back.
Ass, blah blah blah, all that.
Go look up feeders. Go look up
some people work out, some people don't.
Go look up the whole movement of body positivity, the body positivity movement.
Go the fuck outside. I don't gotta look up shit. I'll be outside, my nigga. I'll be outside.
So you don't know about the body positivity movement?
Yeah, I'm saying, well, fuck that. That's a part of it. Both are going on. Both are going to exist. And even the way that Lizzo gets slammed, my wife loves with Lizzo.
Bro, you're gonna have to, bro. You need to take it down a few notches.
Hey, Dash, quick question.
I just don't get why attacking Lizzo. Like, hey, first off, Lizzo makes encouraging music no matter who you are. And yes, body positivity is necessary for all the years that fatness has been slammed and people have been talked down on.
They cook now. Don't get it twisted. I like them little chubby now. I like them big now. They cook.
Exactly.
But guess what? We're gonna work out.
It goes both ways. When you oppress a certain thing,
let's change this life to why we shouldn't exercise. I don't think we should exercise anymore.
Right, you're right, man. We don't need.
She never said that.
Where the hell are we going with this shit?
He didn't say anything about Lizzo, bro. Like no one's bringing her.
When you talk about body positivity, she is literally the face of it, the one who takes all the flack and gets slammed for it.
She just turned the other way.
Pretend that you're not talking about her, but I'm not dumb, just how you're not dumb.
You're okay. So you're pretending she's the only person of the whole movement?
No, there's many, but who cares?
Well, if you're a lady out there and you've had kids, you need one of these things. You put it between your legs and you squeeze and it tightens your muscles.
Like Jane Fonda.
thinks you might have a pussy because that's what happens. Your muscles get loose after kids. And
That's what I'm talking
But
about.
women should
That's good
definitely,
information right there.
and people in general should definitely be told that they're beautiful the way they are,
John.
just as much as people should be encouraged to work out.
But they should also be aware of obesity and overeating.
And I think they are.
Look, I was 260 April. I am 220 now.
So, Daz, let me ask you. Like, I'm confused. Like, what is the position that you're fighting against so hard here? Do you think we should just not have this conversation? Is that what you're saying? Because like, no matter which way we grow, any of us, you were like, oh, but there's another way, and you won't listen to me.
No, it's your tone about it.
Shut up.
It's the tone about it. It's the tone.
Your tone. It's your tone right now that I'm talking about, and it's
just
like
because
he's hyped. He's hyped right now.
I can hype too, you know. I match energy.
I don't mind. I don't mind.
Exercise, man. Is it killing us or what?
Yeah, I had a whole plan for what I was going to talk about here.
So all I said this whole thing was, you're talking about people needing encouragement to work out, and I said I think that's bigger than ever.
I never said
all
encouragement
I said
once.
is that
I never once said
exercising.
encouragement.
My point through this whole thing hasn't been counter; it's been the same. Is that exercising and awareness of it has been higher than ever, and people are working out more than they ever have. And
why did you have to say it so like that we were saying the opposite?
Because people are making because
you want to have a fight. I get it. You're trying to like.
I'm not trying to do anything. You brought up body positivity movement like it was an actual.
I'm telling you, there is a section of people that say you should be as fat as you can. And that you want that, yes.
Oh, there's some gluttons out there now.
Smile, bro. Go look up. What do you mean? Who cares? Like, you're the one that keeps bringing up the other sides of things, and I was bringing up
smoke.
That
we all
too.
smoke.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm talking about.
We all smoking.
Like, I had a whole plan for this show. Like, we were going to talk about different things, how we used to exercise, what we do right now. Maybe why we're so angry about this episode.
And now we got people wanting fat people to just eat whatever they want.
They do
that. Are you upset with that? Do you eat whatever you want? Do you eat whatever you want?
So where am I wrong? Just like tell me where you're.
That's just not true.
It is true. Look it up. They're called Peters, bro. They literally get paid for it.
People have many ideas about everything. And people believe some and don't believe some, and pick a mixture of all of them.
There's Laurel, there's Hardy, there's Laurel, there's Hardy, there's fucking
right, night and day, yin yang. What's
right? So focus on what you like. I think that there's just too much, like, because it's like low key hating on other sides, and it's like just focus on what you do.
Exactly.
Without
without
all the fear mongering and like, these body
monger?
Positivity people are just gonna knock out all the gyms.
Is that what I said?
Come on.
What are you talking about, bro? You're very
Dash. What's Angel does in that weed?
Right.
What you mean? This has been an ongoing narrative.
Hold on, can I
this
say
has
something?
been a
hold on.
Yeah, you can.
You're running around in circles.
Yeah, man.
Because you're saying people shouldn't judge, but what are you doing?
You're just judging like hardcore, like angrily, bro. This is getting on my nerves, man.
It's like you're doing like a get the hell off the carousel, please. Make your point, because you say the point, and then you go back. You're upset at a generation. Then you're upset at people having their opinion, and then you're upset at people being judged. Well, you're judged by the company you keep.
They aren't even saying their opinion
because we can't get a word in here.
Well, it's starting with, people were forced to work out back in the day.
No one said that.
You go to the military.
They were forced to do more physical activity was what he was trying to get at, and you let him go on for like a sentence and a half, and then you just like jumped all over him, and now he's gone. So like,
That's his problem.
Yeah, you need
I
that.
didn't
You need that
make
price just
him
right.
leave.
okay,
I
but
didn't make
you're
another grown man do nothing. The
Huh?
fuck?
okay. But you're telling me that other people are intruding on your sensibilities by saying things that they
Explain.
want. You know,
Explain how I made another grown man do something.
I didn't say that. You keep putting
Well,
words in my
You
mouth all
brought
the
it
time.
up in a.
there is a possibility of this. Diarrhea of the jaw. So diarrhea of the jaw means your mouth keeps running and running and running and then the person gets annoyed and then he leaves.
Yeah.
Simple. It's not like you
Look,
made him like
it's a
free.
free country with free speech, and he stepped up here, and it's not my job to be sensitive to him, which is what
But
your
everybody
post
has to be
said
sensitive to you.
earlier.
You sound very sensitive to me.
Yeah, bro. You're getting like you're on a hair trigger
Isn't
right
that
now.
what your post said earlier? It's not your obligation to be sensitive to anybody else's.
Not what it wasn't even a post. It was a
It's an
video, bro.
occupational hazard.
It was a video.
It's an
And that's all you
occupational
want to talk about,
hazard.
bro. We
And
can
now
talk
that
about this
you've
later.
dealt with it, you don't like it.
Dealt with what?
The
What are you talking?
occupational hazard.
Next. Oh, so what's up, Will? How you doing?
Exactly.
How you doing, Will? What's going on? What's your
Good, man. I'm trying to figure them out. Like, wow.
What the hell is going on? Hey, Daz, look. Smoke one at a time, bro. The two is just.
If you love yourself, you're going to do what's best for yourself. And if that includes exercising, that includes exercising.
It wasn't about exercise.
Go for it.
It wasn't about exercise. It's a video I posted. Daz, if you're out there listening, man, if there's a video I posted about this old British lady that says you don't have the right to not be offended. And I don't remember exactly how she said it, but she said it's an occupational hazard of living in society. If you don't like it, you can go be a hermit out in like the woods somewhere.
That's right.
And literally, there's nothing wrong with that. And like he started saying stuff about the N-word and this and that, and it's just like, and then it's just, like
do me a favor, man.
he's so pissed, like he had to come up, and I knew that's where he was going to go with it. But I thought maybe he had something to say instead of
he wasn't saying nothing.
Let me take over the show. I'm taking over the show.
No disrespect,
Right.
but it was just.
Well,
Did we make him leave?
well, it takes it. Well, I was gonna take him down, but I didn't want to.
I was trying to find
leave
out
if there was going to be something that I could actually explain to him, but he wasn't listening. I don't know what's going on. Well, it is what it is.
Bath salts. No, he's smoking beer and drinking weed.
There was something going on there, yeah. So the point that we were trying to get at was not trying to get up here to tell everyone to go exercise. That is not what this episode was about. Like, we're talking about things like Mess had brought up, bending at the knees when we're like moving around our house. You know what I mean? Or when I get up in the morning, I try to stretch a little bit. I actually watched this video, and I was going to talk about this video about this doctor showing these different stretches that you can do in the morning as you get up, and it helps to like your spine. And actually, since I watched that video, I will not go back to the way I used to stretch my hamstrings.
I didn't get his point, Benjamin.
Got Kristen in the background. I'll have to wait till I see her. He couldn't finish. Yeah, it was like I'm not just trying to rip on him either.
Yeah, but goddamn. What happened? What was going on? My mind was just bewildered, like spinning. What is he talking about? I was trying to figure out what point he was trying to make. What was the point?
It was intense though, and sometimes I like intense because I get to be intense then.
Man, you get to the point,
bro. Red. You know what I'm saying, Red? Like matching energies. You know what I mean?
Get to the fucking point.
He didn't have a point.
It was like he was about to cross the street. Oh no, let me back up. No.
No, it was more like this. He goes across the street. Whoa! You think you can cross the street? You think you can cross? You better get back across the street. Anyway, let's not make it
control the narrative.
With that, thank you, Ben. Thank you for the enlightenment.
Well, he probably thought he was good about it, but it's okay. He gave me, we got 20 people in here. It's fine.
That was crazy. Like,
I've been nothing but nice to that dude. You know, I've done nothing but help promote him and all kinds of things. You know,
you don't
that's
have to be
just messed
enemies.
up.
You just agree to disagree. Keep it
Yeah,
pushing.
well, that's what I kept trying to do, but man, like I had to keep
I know.
dialing the notch.
Diarrhea
I had
of
to
the
keep
jaw.
turning the dial up a little bit. And like, okay,
I thought he had an attitude at somebody. I'm like, okay. And he
let's
said,
see if
your
we can get
viewers, and
that.
then your viewers, and then the people, and then Lizzo, and then around the
Everybody's
corner.
racist. Everybody's racist. Everybody. Oh, sorry.
Hey, Daz, I'm here. You think I give a fuck who's racist? Nope. It's part of life.
It's just yeah.
It's there. It's there. It's gonna be there. It's not going nowhere. There's gonna be people like that. You know, everybody's not gonna be nice.
It's actually a well, we don't even get into that conversation. But back to the exercise I was trying to talk about. Red 6, bro. If you have anything to say, you can just jump in anytime. And Lisa, obviously, she's used to it by now. She knows she's got to just get in. But
Hey, that was some exercise. Some exercise of the mouth.
so
exercise my fingers rolling up something. There you go.
well, I'll tell you what I've been doing, and I've been trying to do more push-ups, but my shoulders are both messed up. I think I have a tear, but the VA is like, no, you're fine, you're fine. Like they're gonna push you off until it's a real problem, right? Red 6, right, Kim?
Yeah.
They're gonna say, oh, you need surgery now all of a sudden.
That's why I don't go to the VA. I have community care.
Yeah.
Stretch your ass every morning.
Those motherfuckers
I have to.
are pieces of shit at the VA. Those doctors there, like I try to tell people, it's not that they don't care. It's not that the people at the VA don't care, because they do care. But you're following a military system that's a patch them up and get them back on the field mentality. They're not there to heal you.
Well, it's also about funds too. Like they don't have a
and they don't want to. And that pisses me off because they fucking bill my insurance. Mm-hmm. They turn around and they bill my Blue Cross Blue Shield, and it's like,
I think if you fight for this country or served in the military, freebie.
John Doe push-ups. You mean the ones that are inside of toilet paper rolls? Oh man.
Your care and your veterans benefits are not free. The only time they're free is if you're 100% disabled or something like that.
Yeah, I have a vet a Marine with me right
10%
now.
10% is all you have to have to get VA healthcare.
I was born in the Air Force.
10% is all you have to get VA healthcare. That's why they try so hard not to let you get to that 10%.
He's getting that 3M lawsuit thing.
They're changing a lot of the regulations and stuff like that, where people are going to be able to get their ratings a lot easier than what it's been.
I think I'm gonna put
15 years to get my rating.
I think I'm gonna put in for my PTSD.
You should. Absolutely. Why haven't you yet?
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah, why not? Why you didn't do it?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why.
You feel guilty, like it's not taking advantage.
I don't feel guilty. I just don't feel like I really need it. Like I'm capable of working and stuff like that.
Whoa. You say you have PTSD, you don't feel like you need it?
People work with PTSD all the time.
No, I don't need the benefits. I already have benefits. It doesn't.
But just because you're working, does that mean you're not having stressful experiences?
Oh no, the pandemic made my PTSD worse.
You still have PTSD.
Yeah, no, I know it's not ever going to go away, but
wow.
I don't know. I've never felt like I needed it because I'm capable of working.
You coping with it? In other words?
Yeah, but I'm going to tell you, since the pandemic, it's been really bad. Like, pandemic did a number on me. My mental health has been fucked up for a long time.
You don't mind me asking what happened in the pandemic with you?
No,
you don't get too much into detail if you don't have to, but
I don't know how to explain it. A lot of it was I live alone. So, just a lot of fear, living in a lot of fear.
Yeah.
And not really having anybody that I could process things with, first of all.
Right.
But second of all, like that whole controversy where people were like, I'm not going to mask, it's my right, and all that shit. And it's like, motherfucker, I'm not trying to get this fucking disease. My lungs are messed up from being in the military. Like, I have lung damage. And when I get COVID, it fucking attacks my lungs. That's the first thing it does. I can feel it in my lungs.
I lost an ex-girlfriend to COVID. She was a nurse taking care of somebody.
Well, I didn't
vaccine
lose anybody that I know of, directly, but two of my closest friends who are a brother and sister got COVID and they both almost died. One of them has long COVID. He's all fucked up. And he's an athlete. He's a swimmer. Like, he's got all kinds of like medals and swimming accolades.
Michael Phelps.
No, he's not like that, but he's not a professional or, an Olympic, whatever, but he's a very good swimmer, and it fucked his lungs up. Like, he's all fucked up. And they just came out with a study. I heard on the Today Show, they were talking about a study about the effects of COVID on your heart. And I know it attacks every piece of muscle tissue in your body, because those receptors, you have the receptors that COVID attaches to are throughout. It's in your blood vessels and all of your organs and stuff. And I remember when COVID was going around, they showed a picture of a cadaver heart of somebody who had died from COVID. It showed their muscle tissue from their heart, and it's full of holes where those coronas, those little things, spiky things. Like,
is that person with or without the jab?
Before the jab, they hadn't even developed the jab.
I experienced COVID November 19th, 2019. Yeah, and I didn't know it was COVID. It just felt like a flu. It felt like a flu. It felt like a flu to me, but it was gone in 1 week. I caught it again. It was gone 3 days later.
Yeah, a lot of people were sick with it. There was this guy that I dated. We were dating.
I don't see your face back there, Kristen.
And he's former military as well. He's retired, but he has a job. He works for DOD, and he was telling me. So this was like in the summer of 2020, and he was telling me. He says, "I think I had COVID back in like Thanksgiving time of
November 2019. Yep. Mm-hmm. That's
and I said, dude, you should go. And they had just come out with the tests where you could go and see if you had the antibodies. It was before the shots and everything. And I said, babe, you should go get your blood tested and see if you have the antibodies. And he did, and he had the antibodies. So he had COVID, before all of that. And he said, I was so sick. He said, I was terribly sick. But
I made some money during the mask phase.
But that just going through COVID,
I definitely made some masks.
It was a mixture of things. As a teacher, we were there one day. I knew it was coming. I kept going to my boss and telling him, hey, I'm pretty sure we're going to shut down. What's the plan? And my boss is like, I don't know. The district doesn't have a clue. And then not more than a month before we shut down, I went to him again and I said, what's the plan? I said, how are we? And he says, I don't know. There's still not a plan. And so, mid-March comes, March 11th, whatever day it was after all those NBA players came positive for COVID. It was not long after that. It was like within a few days.
It was weird, wasn't it, Kim? You had to watch like arena games on screen or something like that. They wasn't even really there at the arena somewhere.
That was crazy.
No audience. That's what I mean. No audience.
But the thing is that I'm a special ed teacher, so I have a different relationship with kids because
I was more worried about them than adults, to be honest with you.
I was really worried about my kids because, like a lot of them, I work in high school. A lot of kids don't go home to good homes, and I was just terrified for my kids having to be locked.
What would be the percentage?
Abusive parents. Oh, I couldn't even tell you, dude. Like, so much stuff is hidden. Like, you don't know what these kids go home to. being molested. And, for a lot of kids, school is a happy place because they get away from whatever's going on at home. And so it really fucked up. And then we had to like figure out how to teach. There were no supports for that. Like I nearly worked myself to death trying to take my lessons and try to figure out ways to make them accessible for my students. And I have a fucking PTSD with learning new technology now because of that. It's like, because I sat with developers and all kinds of shit trying to figure it out. It was horrendous. It was awful. I hated it, and sitting there trying to teach, with my kids had blacked out screens. I couldn't see their faces. So I'm sitting there not able to look at anything, just talking, but it really, it did a lot to my mental health. It really fucked up my PTSD. And then this whole thing of people talking about how they're not going to wear masks and masks don't do anything and whatever. And it's like,
I stepped in Texas.
I am a strong supporter of people's rights. I have a bachelor's and a master's in government, and I'm a pre-law major. Okay.
Don't get it. Let's go now.
And I am a very strong supporter of people's civil rights.
Let's go now.
And I am down for, everybody's got a right to feel and think and their opinion and all of that stuff.
There you go.
Your fucking rights step all over my fucking rights. We got a problem.
There you go.
So if you don't want to wear a mask, you don't wear a mask wherever, but don't come around me. Don't give me something.
Oh, Kim, you fell for the hype.
I am not going to get into this with you because it will piss me off. Okay, so let's not talk there.
I am not going to get into this with you.
We'll try to mandate the shots too.
Listen, I had a mask and didn't have one. Okay, so when I went to Texas and I had a mask on, motherfuckers was looking at me like, "Take that shit off." I mean, everybody just stopped and looked at me like,
right? You go into banks.
I'm
surprised there wasn't a string of bank robberies during that time.
Right.
And if you already had it,
I miss the smiles. I miss people's smiles.
What's the point of the mask?
What'd you say, Alicia?
They said if you just got sick and you just got over it, that you can't get it again for so long. So what's the point of the mask? You already have the antibodies in your blood.
Listen, when time for that, everybody ain't no mask.
That's not true. That is not true. That shit can rebound on me. I had rebound COVID last January. And
they hyped it up so much. I quit my job because I didn't want my son to get it because I thought he would get sick and die. I worked at the hospital during it. There was a big hype.
Back to the exercise thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. So, well, I mean, I was going to merge the two and say that a lot of people during COVID started working out at home more, doing more home exercise because they didn't want to go to the gym and wear a fucking mask while exercising.
Well, the gym here was closed. Like I went to the gym 4 to 5 days a week. And
Listen, you're muted, by the way.
Everything closed down. Like nothing was open. We weren't even allowed to go outside. So like any exercising you had to do it inside of your house. Now I was fortunate because I had already bought like a weight rack, like a bench and, the bar and, the thing holds the bar, and I had free weights and
guns sold a lot too.
All of that and plates and all of that stuff. The only thing that I didn't have was something to do cardio with. So when we went into the pandemic, I bought a treadmill. I have my treadmill. I spent several $1,000s on a treadmill. And
what? What? Say that again. Bring it back.
I seen people die at the hospital too.
$7,000 on the treadmill.
They already had a condition.
Did that motherfucker put you on it?
Pre-existing conditions.
Did the treadmill pick you up?
That is not true. That is not true. Let me tell you something. When something scares me,
time out, Kim.
When something scares me,
Kim, $7,000 for a treadmill?
Several thousand.
Oh, several. Okay.
Yeah.
Woo.
Go change your diaper.
Yeah. Go right to the bathroom you was in.
They have a heart attack.
When something scares me, I
That's what they do.
then go out and I learn everything that I can about it. And that's what I did with COVID. And that's not true because there were, at the onset of all of this, there were a lot of stories coming out about people that were perfectly healthy that were dying from it, or that were had terrible damage done to their internal organs from it. I remember one of the stories that I read was about a 21-year-old female who was a track athlete. I want to say at UCLA. I don't remember if that's correct or not, but it was a big name college for track. So it was either UCLA or maybe it was Oregon. I'm not sure, somewhere over there. But she contracted COVID and she had no pre-existing conditions. She was 21 years old and it ravaged her body. She was to the point where she ended up in a rehab center and had to relearn how to walk. That's how bad it fucked her body up. There was other instances. There was a girl that ended up with a double lung transplant, early 20s, no pre-existing conditions. This was in, I want to say, Chicago. And she caught COVID. It ravaged her lungs to the point where she was on an iron lung breathing for her. And they did a double lung transplant. So I don't know how many thousands more people were like that, because it takes time for statistics to matriculate the system.
Did you get the shot too? Because they say that the shot caused a lot of heart problems and a lot of other
I've
problems.
had every single shot every single year. I will get my shot this year. I'm waiting. I'm probably going to do it in about 2 weeks because I'm going to have a surgery in November. So I don't want to get COVID and then not be able to have my surgery. I don't want to get COVID anyway. I don't like it.
Wait a minute, how can we share this? I'm sorry to interject. How can we share this? How can I share this to my Facebook?
You see at the top where it says share to your audience, a little blue link at the top above the chat.
Okay, gotcha.
Make it your video, so it gives it to you.
There were some other studies that came out. I read this was out of either Houston or Dallas. And there was a research study that was being done by a surgical group, because what they were noticing, one of the things that you have to undergo before you have surgery is x-rays of your lungs and stuff. I think it's just your lungs. You have to have x-rays of your lungs. And so these surgeons were noticing that every single patient that they had lung damage, that had COVID or had symptoms of COVID, had lung damage that was commensurate with a person that was a heavy smoker.
It does the same thing that ammonia does. Crystallizes the lungs. It looks like glass pieces in it.
Yeah, my friend that's the swimmer that got the COVID, it almost killed him. I mean, we were so scared that
I don't like that button there.
And then we were scared, but he was a swimmer. He is a swimmer, and now he has asthma. Like, he's got long COVID. He couldn't freaking walk through Sam's Club without nearly passing out. And he got that in 2021, I want to say. It was before the shots came out. I can't remember. It was either late 2020 it was late 2020. It was like around Thanksgiving, just prior to Thanksgiving, right after Halloween when he got it.
So
it
Kim,
killed him, and it nearly killed his sister too.
Okay, but I could tell that you're passionate about this, and I could go all day about it. But we're gonna get back to the topic in a minute. But I just want to ask you this: will you agree that there were also several stories of instances of hospitals taking advantage of the incentive? Death by shark bite, COVID.
You know that there's greed out there, and people are gonna fucking take advantage of systems. But here's the deal: one thing that people don't realize about statistics is, okay, so everybody has to report in statistics, right? And so everything was flooded with statistical numbers of deaths with COVID, right? They have to prove before it hits the CDC's, for sure list thing of deaths caused by whatever. There's a rigorous, I don't know what it is. There's a rigorous process that they have to go to eliminate that that's exactly what a person died from. But hell yeah, the hospitals were taking advantage of that stuff. They
There's
were making,
always a greedy in the bunch.
yeah,
Always.
The shot was for greed. They mass produced it real quick. Didn't have no clue what the side effects or long-term effects from it would be.
You know what? I'm going to disagree with you on that because mRNA vaccinations have been around for a long time. And it's the same technology that they've had for mRNA. It just wasn't for this particular disease. The only thing that was really new in the vaccination was the mRNA strand that they took from the virus.
They changed the definition of what vaccine means for that to be considered a vaccine when that happened.
I just got tired of.
But they have been using that in cancer for a long, long time, and I'm not sure what else. Other viruses, mRNA. It's a newer technology. It's a newer vaccine technology than what the traditional stuff is, where you hatch your virus in an egg and it's sterile. But it's I looked into that because I was like, what am I going to put in my body? What am I doing? But
yeah,
you're damn right. I'm going to take that vaccination every year because when I get COVID, it makes me very, very sick.
Well, people are still getting it with that and still dying.
Oh yeah, you still do. Yeah. Like it wears off in about 6 months.
That's the vaccine, and then the booster and the booster and the booster.
Well, I got the booster last year in September when it came out, or was it August? And I got COVID on Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve.
What about myocarditis?
That sucks.
What about these instances of myocarditis on young, healthy people after getting the shot? Like,
you know what? Here's the deal. We just don't know. There's just so much we don't know about stuff like that.
A lot of stories about it.
Very well be.
I worked with someone in stage 4 heart failure after the shot.
It could very well be that these people have underlying conditions that like we've all seen it, where kids have freaking had a heart attack playing basketball and stuff. So like you just I don't know. I don't have any answers for that, but I know that I have taken that shot every single year since it came.
I ain't take not near motherfucking shot.
Meaning,
what I did was,
I'm not telling you have to.
No.
My family got COVID and we barely felt the thing. My kids were asymptomatic, had nothing.
Yeah.
Me, a smoker for 20 years. I got COVID. My nose was dry and my hip hurt. My husband had all the symptoms I had, but never once tested positive for COVID.
Listen, it's all about the immune system, right?
And they're all unvaccinated. I'm vaccinated. My kids and my husband are unvaccinated.
Goes back to
it doesn't get the kids as bad as what it does the adults. The kids, I don't know, unless you're like really, really, I don't know. Kids, I don't really know as much about the vaccines. And
over 65 years old with pre-conditions already.
Yeah. That's what.
I didn't I got it because I got it and Joe got it, but I couldn't even tell Bill had it.
Hey guys, I'm sorry. Could we uplift this shit a little bit?
Yeah.
A little Daz. We had Daz. We went from Daz to COVID. Come on.
Yeah, please. Can we go somewhere?
Hey. Real quick, he was in the backstage to come back up, but Daz, if you're listening, man, sorry, that's not happening tonight. We're having enough attempts to take over the show already. We're gonna try and get back to what I wanted to say, which was
get off your ass.
Something. Yeah, I was gonna say everyone must exercise, and everyone.
Listen, COVID.
not.
I think it's
No, but
important.
think
I
about
think
your
it's
lungs though.
I
With
think
smoke,
it's important for your
really good.
mental and physical health, well-being,
Discipline.
to stay active.
You gotta stay active. Yep.
You
That's
know,
what I mean. In
and whether you
general,
want to formally exercise or whatever.
exactly.
You know, I had a friend that used to say, I use my body. And I was like, what do you mean? He says, well, I get up and I make my bed and I do chores and I do things around the house. I use my body. And I think a lot of the times people don't use their body. A lot of times people are just
a
like,
lot of times people don't use their brains.
I'm freaking tired. You know,
Yeah.
I'm really tired and I just want a couch.
Yeah, if you take care of your body is your own pharmacist. Take care of yourself.
Well, that's ultimately where I'm getting at, is that if we think about our everyday movements more like exercise, then it should be, because yeah, we're not outside. Like some of us, some like people like Smashley who have like actual animal, we call it livestock and stuff like that. She's got chickens, and other people that's got like big areas to deal with, even if they don't have a garden, but like a large plot of land. Like that's exercise, dealing with that stuff. You know
Hell
what I
yeah.
mean?
I went for a walk last night. Like my exercise regimen has been really bad. I had a hip injury, then I had a shoulder injury. I had to have surgery on my hip, and then I ended up having 6 months later had surgery to fix my shoulder. No, they call me Kim Possible or the White Hulk.
Possible.
Or the White Hulk.
You're gonna have both shoulders
the White Hulk, the albino Hulk.
Yeah. No, not the albino Hulk. I don't have.
Bro, she's gonna have, by the time she's done, both shoulders are gonna be done, and she's gonna be able to detach her regular arm, put on her White Hulk arms, and then
beat the fuck out of you.
take care of business. Like
But no, so my exercise has been really, really bad. But I went for a walk last night because I'm buying a house and I'm moving out of this rental, and I noticed like a little sign stuck in the over by the park over by my house. And so I thought, well, I'm going to walk over there and take a picture of this sign because it has a phone number to people that carpet clean. So I walked over there and I was like out of breath. That's how, and I'm on my feet all day.
Oh boy, listen, man.
It's like, God,
you better get it in gear, Kim. You better get it in gear.
Yeah, no, I was like,
I always think of an apocalypse coming, and I need to know I need to run like Jesse Owens at that moment. Grab the kids, come on, go. I'm just doing all of that, I want to be able to be in shape to push somebody off of me, or keep a couple of dudes off of me, or take care of the kids or the dogs or whoever. If you're with me, I'm grabbing your ass. If you can't run.
All right, Neb, let's put you to the test. When is the last time any of us have ran a mile?
Ran. You talking about Iran? Iran?
not from Iran, but I mean, if you could just when was the last time any of us ran? Like, not even necessarily full on, but like not stop jogging, jogged a mile. I'll say jogged a mile. Like, man.
No, I jogged a quarter of a mile and it about killed me. I was like,
right.
I'm old though. Like, I'm a lot older than all of you guys.
Well, let me just put it to you this way: when we're inhaling cannabis, and I'm always conscious of this because I feel it in my lungs, because I've developed allergies. I'm allergic to animals, and I have animals like dogs and cats. I mean, pets, and she sheds and stuff, and so I'm allergic to that. But it doesn't really cause me direct stuff. It's just that my lungs. The way I describe it is my lungs are able to handle all that, but then I start shoving cannabis and smoke in there, and then they're like, now I have to have my inhalers and this and that. And so my point is, when I'm inhaling, like I actually do like lung exercises, breathing exercises, while I'm doing, throughout the day. Even like sometimes I'll just try to take several deep breaths, push the air out quickly, several deep breaths. Like there's a lot of like little things you can do to exercise your lungs. Go ahead, brother.
I do the same thing for my asthma.
Do you exercise the eyes?
You know what?
The eyes, yeah, I try to. My eye muscles have always been.
You do the near and far situation? Do you coordinate?
I have to focus mine all the time. Mm-hmm.
Huh?
I always have to focus mine.
Okay.
Yeah, you're kind of off the mic a little bit for some reason. Usually you're pretty loud. You got to go to the top or the.
Who, me?
There you are.
There we go. Good.
I worked in restore therapy for 5 years, and the people that were motivated to get up and move and do the exercises they were supposed to, they definitely went home way before the people that didn't feel like doing anything and laid around, and you had to pretty much make them do their exercise.
Yeah. I used to run track. I used to run track for Colgate, but I walk on the track right now. I just take my time, walk on the track right now.
My dad in his early 70s had his first knee replacement.
Ooh.
And my stepmom was an invalid at the time. She had strokes and she couldn't do for herself.
Ooh.
And so dad had his knee surgery, and he couldn't drive or anything. You know, after you have a knee surgery, you can't drive until your knee heals. But he would get in there every single day, and he would do this, like, he would lay down on the bed. They had like this machine, and it was like hydraulic, and it would like make it. And you know, he was an extraordinary healer. I'm like that too. I heal really fast. Dad healed really fast, but he did those exercises the way that the doctor told him, even though it probably hurt like a mother trucker. Because my dad was not a complainer, but he would lay on the bed, and man, you could tell it hurt because he would sweat, and you could just tell he was in pain doing them, but he did them. And he was driving within a month. He healed that quickly, but he did what he was supposed to do, you know, and he was on and about his way. And the same thing happened, you know, it was the same with his second. He had to have a second knee replacement a few years later, but you know, you got to exercise, you know, you got to take
two torn meniscus.
And everything, you know, the thing is that everything works in balance, you know, like.
That's what life is. You hit the nail right on the head. Balance is the key. Sacrifice and balance.
Balance is one of the things that we lose quickly as well. And if you can't stand on one foot for more than 30 seconds, you got to like think about your balance too as you get older.
New York City, they have weed studies. They have a weed study, and that's one of the exercises you have to do. You have to stand on your 1 foot for 30 seconds. You should see so many people wobbling.
If you're high. Okay.
Right. The weed study was good. I missed the weed study. Pretty cool.
I'm on 1 foot right now.
Right. Okay. Can you take not seeing outside the window for 14 days? No visual of the city. Nothing. You can't see it. No window.
No.
I don't know.
No way.
Yeah. Weed studies. I did several of those, but you get paid $2,500.
What are you saying? Weed studies?
Yeah, weed study.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, weed study.
Cheers,
Alan. Better.
So yeah, it is better. The study to what? But figure out like.
What they do is they out of 40 people, they pick 5, and everybody has a color: red, yellow, green, blue. You know, so on and so forth. It's like astronaut, like an astronaut. You know what I mean? They have their own separate color rooms. They got little refrigerators. They got a computer.
Okay.
And they give you 140 joints, but 70 of them are placebo.
One of them is a Narcan or something.
But the ones that were real, G13, they would lay your ass out like. And I guess they was testing for like government stuff. But yeah, you get paid $2,500 cash from 14 days, no contact with the outside world. But when you get outside, you're so off balance. You know, because you haven't seen the world, you know, so it's kind of weird. Yeah.
I know how that feels, and I think those of us who went to war knows how that feels. It was such a weird thing, first of all, when we went there, and then we had to you had to do different things, like we're talking about exercise. Like we actually had to, if you didn't think about this, you have to exercise while at war, because there's a lot of bumps and bruises. There's a lot of sitting in trucks for hours and hours. There's all this stuff where like there's long missions where you didn't really do a lot of physical activity, but maybe the physical activity you did do was with a bunch of weight on your shoulders or on your, you know, so there's all these reasons to be still active and doing stretching. And there was actually a gym on the base that people would go to. I remember that.
Bro, non-existential, man. Or close your ears, ladies. Your bedroom game is gonna be whack if you don't go work.
Yeah, we're having a nice conversation, bro. I don't know if I want to,
No, I'm just saying you have to keep your stamina up for anything, fights or whatever, running, emergencies.
So Daz wants back up.
Oh, that's just something me. I'm like, man, did I mess up somewhere? No, Daz. I messed up.
Daz, I don't know, man. Everybody, you
Daz,
I'll give you a chance, but don't make me bop you
Out
down.
of 5.
What up, Daz?
What up, man? I didn't mean. I was upset about some shit
Salute.
earlier. I had messaged Waylon. I wish me and Waylon had spoken about it earlier. I didn't mean to bring it on to here, and
Oh,
I
some of you guys, okay.
yeah. So yeah.
Apology
Waylon.
accepted, man. That's what's up.
So
Keep
I
it
didn't
rolling.
mean to disrespect anybody on here or
No
any of the
disrespect taken.
veterans. Shout out to all the veterans on here. I know y'all go through so much, and I love y'all a lot. But yeah, basically, that's
Man, you
all.
about to mess it up, man. You was good. You should have just stopped right there. You was just so perfect.
No, and I did not have my shorts in a bunch, Keenan.
I'm messing with you. Go ahead, Daz. Go do your thing.
I just want to know your take on exercise.
And I
What
like to
do you do?
flex. I'm trying to improve my health because on stage I be literally dying, and I
Lungs,
used to be
everything.
able to do so much, and it's really important to me to be able
Yeah.
to give my best show ever. So I'm trying to eat the best I can and make sure I don't want to
Can't tell
be
by your
no
cheeks, though, buddy.
hoaxer.
Can't tell by your cheeks what I'm talking
I
about. I'm
don't
messing with you, Daz. I'm messing with you.
I don't want to be no hoaxer, but I do want to start like walking with weights and like just getting firmer. What up, Ashley?
Just
So
do the normals. Like, yeah, walk. Like walk first,
No, yeah, and jogging
Then
and
if you can't jog, then walk a little faster,
High
just
intensity.
moderately. Like do it,
Get
it's
the heart
setting
rate going.
it's setting the time to do it, and it's so crazy because my dad was so into working out.
ain't nothing to it but to do it though, buddy. Ain't
He
nothing to it.
hosted exercising classes and everything, so he got better health than me. Not better hips, but
so
You got
Rachel brings
you
up
gotta want it. If you want something bad enough, you'll get up and do it.
oh yeah, I'm definitely making them steps and been taking them, and am gonna do it
That
for
sounds like you're
sure.
trying to me though. It sounds like you're trying.
Rachel
You're
brings up
you're
a
you're
good point,
fighting
though.
with yourself to do it. You're not like doing it with ease. Like it's like with me, I have to get up and walk because I don't want my knee to go bad, or
Yeah,
I just want to
just
be
keep it
at
moving.
least decent in case of a brawl or something.
He's
I'm a
he's
boxer,
always
so I
thinking,
have to,
listen, the
you know.
post-apocalypse is in my mind all the time.
Right, apocalypse.
Rachel
I got
says,
danger. I got danger. Like some people, it's like people want to
let
take me
me,
camping. Huh?
right,
Camping.
let me read what Rachel has to say. I want to exercise, but my back issues makes it hard being physically active, incredibly difficult. So
Right.
I agree, and that's one of the things that sucks about having a physical injury that keeps you from, say, doing a sport or
Yeah.
going to the gym on a regular basis. But we were just talking about, oh man, what were we talking? Where were we talking about this at? I think I was talking to Kim somewhere, but it was about this an overweight man I met on the Meta Quest playing a game, and he said he plays it while sitting down. This is via the VR headset. He plays it while sitting down, and he lost a lot of weight because the thing keeps you very active, and you're moving your arms, and you're moving like your head. Things got weight on. I was talking to Bean about it too. Things got weight on it, and so your neck and head muscles are all being engaged, and your
Hey,
arms
he
are
was
flying
losing
around.
head weight.
His whole upper body. You know, you're
Go ahead, eat
you're
right.
moving
Well,
your
you know,
body.
on my 600-pound life, that's what they have them start with is just simply moving their limbs because
Mhm.
that in itself, for somebody who doesn't move much,
Right.
is exercise.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. Think
Don't take
about
it
this
out.
too. In the military, they had us do things like just hold your arms out straight as
Mm-hmm.
long as you can.
Oh
And
yeah,
like that's not doing
yeah.
exercise, but man, it burns for a while. But if you do that for a while every day,
Right.
you
In
get to
gym,
the
we used to do
point.
this. The circle around, backwards
Yeah,
circle.
well, that's rotational exercises. That's a
Yeah.
whole other one. I want to talk about that too. But But no, like that act of just holding your arms out like that. If you do that enough, I remember after basic training, we could just hold our arms up all freaking day. You
Did
know,
you
you
ever have
just
to
had
do it
no problem. Like,
in the
oh yeah.
military? Did you have to just do like a push up and just hold yourself up like a plank?
We did. We would do push-ups and just be in the what they call front-leaning rest position, which is
Okay.
where you were in a push-up off the ground, you know, like pushed up, but not doing any push-ups, just sitting there like ready for next orders. You know,
Right. Oh, gotcha.
that shit was tough too. So I actually do a lot of that where I'm where I just sit there. I don't even have to do a lot of push-ups. I just sit there in that perfect. Like I try to keep my body straight and stuff. But to your
Were
point,
you in the Army or the Marine?
see, I was in the Army, and so Kim was in the Air Force, so she may have had a different regiment. You know, I
Yeah,
think
well,
Red
and
Six was in
I
the
asked
Army
because
too.
my wife was in the Marine Corps, so and she was nodding her head with some shit, and then she stopped nodding her head.
Wait, what? What is that? Well, we didn't do any pull-ups. We didn't have the pull-ups like Marines did, which pull-ups are actually really good. I wish they would add that into all of them.
We
They
did.
might have by now. Who knows? Pull-ups are good. But yeah, mostly it was push-ups, and we would
So
do
was it like straight push ups or was it military push ups?
different things. You guys ever seen the four-person
Because I
push-up?
go like when you push up, I go like this, I go down, I go to the left, I go to the
Yep,
right.
yep. I do some of that too. Yep, get that those stabilizer
You do a
muscles.
one arm?
Huh?
Oh yeah, I used to be able to do that.
Oh my God, you guys are such dudes. You
I can do
remind me.
that shit with my mouth.
You guys remind me.
Wait, pause. What do you say? What?
You guys remind me of my transition class.
Oh yeah, jaw.
So I have this class. It's all my caseload kids, but it's mostly boys. I only have one girl in there, and she's kind of like a dude anyway. But they freaking like arm wrestle and get down on the floor and do push-ups and sit-ups and all these little boy competitions, like who's stronger. It's just like, oh my God, you guys are testosterone.
Like in my neighborhood, we used to pull out the boxing gloves on the weekend. Pull them out.
Yeah, well, today,
that would be nice.
So today,
Yeah.
one of the kids came in, and he's all sad and everything. He's going through a lot, and so he came and he sat down behind my desk, and he was sitting there on his phone, and one of the other kids grabbed him by his feet and drug him across the room over there.
That's why you are teaching special ed. Okay, I got
I told him, I'm like, you guys are a bunch of damn cavemen.
Yeah.
Well, there's something primal about it, right? Let's be real.
But
And that's exactly what you guys are acting like right now, a bunch of primal dudes.
I've never been that way. And that's crazy because I wrestled in high school and I was a dominant wrestler in my weight class. Couldn't nobody fuck with me. But also exercising releases endorphins that make you happier. And you know,
yeah, and those endorphins turn into more energy for the other endorphins that have to kick in at nighttime.
Exactly. It's like a gateway drug.
It's a gateway drug. Be careful, Facebook's gonna take you down for that one.
Yeah.
Look, Facebook does so many things to me. It's ridiculous.
Okay, so Waylon, what's next on your list there, sir?
We're gonna do this giveaway for a game night ticket. Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna hop off of here, but I appreciate you giving me the chance to come back on and trusting me to not cause no mayhem.
It was a 50-50.
And also, Elisa made that joke about, and that midget thing was ugly as hell. Maybe if it was a cute short thing, but that one you used
reminded me of you. I was like, oh God, I gotta show them.
No, it was crazy because I thought it was funny, and then I was like laying down, right? And how ugly that thing was popped into my head. And I was like, does she think I look like that? No, I'm just All right, y'all. Have a good
Thanks
night.
for coming back and apologizing.
Good
Yeah,
shit,
you know
Dad.
I
That's man.
can't.
That's man.
You
Respect.
know
That's
how
adult
to
right
let
there.
me
That's
back
adult.
down.
No,
That's
and I
doing
would have
adulting. I
felt
like
bad
adulting.
letting you down too, Lisa, because I'm, we've all been rocking for
I just
a
met you. I
minute
don't give a
here.
fuck. So good shit.
Yeah, I don't like the hostility.
I mean, a lot of the people here we've spoken so many times, and so that, like, if we been through it, and then I'm acting like whatever, I don't give a fuck what a stranger see. But if like we have a rapport and I break your trust, that fucks with me.
Cheers, Timothy.
All right, nice meeting
All
you,
right.
Red Six.
Yep. Likewise.
Peace.
Have a good one, man.
King, do you rap at all? You look like you rap.
Wow. Are you
That's a
serious?
stereotype. What? Because I'm black?
Wow.
Think I eat chicken and watermelon?
His name is King
You mean
Nebulous. His name is fucking King Nebulous. Like,
Yeah. I'm a producer. I'm an artist as well.
come on,
Check
all right, let's
check me
drop.
out.
You
No.
spit a
You
16,
can
I
check me out
spit
on
a
YouTube.
16.
Check it out on YouTube. I want him to get to his list. He got contests coming up. I want to see who's the winner.
You spit a 16, I spit a 16. No, I'm kidding.
All right, don't mean to be rude. Take your ass to YouTube, get yourself in the mood, and look up this dude. All right, there you go.
boom?
I don't know. Your voice is pretty smooth for talk
Mike,
shows, though. I have to admit that.
I get that a lot. You should be a radio host. Like, good
yeah,
evening.
he could do it all with
Yeah,
that voice.
somebody's missing out on that voice.
Who
Somebody
laughing?
needs
Oh
your
shit.
voice.
That's funny as hell.
All right, guys, make
Nebulous.
sure you hit the like button and share it out. That's what's going to get you on this wheel, just so you all know. And
Me.
also getting everybody from Rumble and X. I see you 9 people over there on the Rumble. Cheers. Who we got over on the X? Another 16, 20 people over there. Cheers, everybody. All right, give me a second, and I'll get everyone who's commented on
I'm
there.
there.
You're there. You get 3 chances to win if you go to X, Rumble, and Facebook. We're live on the other places too, but I don't care about the other places.
My fingers are too lazy right now.
I can't hear you, Nev.
My fingers are too lazy right now.
That sounds
I'm a log in.
I'm
gross.
driving, so I can't go on 3 different things right now.
Hey, listen, I don't need anyone's excuses. I need solutions.
There you go. I like that. Let's go, King.
You know what? I'm even gonna check. I'll check Kick too. I have 81 followers on Kick. I can get subscriptions on Kick. So if anyone wants to subscribe on Kick, be the very first subscriber. Who's gonna have that coveted spot? Who could it possibly be ever?
Maybe I should, since I can't get vocals to work.
Yeah, I mean, I guess locals is a tough cookie to crack sometimes. Okay, let's see. We got William, Brendra, Terry, nobody. Okay, let me get those.
Good luck, everyone.
Good luck.
I'm adding some more names from.
Waylon, where's the music, bro? Come on, man. Where's the music, bro? What are you doing?
Bro, any music gets me tagged, man. I get even though I put your thing up, I still get hit every time.
You also put do not own the rights before you post?
Yeah.
Why is it doing that, man? That's weird.
Yeah, man. It's pretty. I do have some music I can play, but you wouldn't like it. It's just some free copy. What is it called? Royalty free music.
I like all Margaret. Bluegrass.
Okay. Well, I'll play some. I also don't want an echo.
Rap.
So I don't want to do that. But
okay, no problem. Hey, man.
Give me a few minutes here, and we'll make it happen. I'm ready to smoke again. We've had a roller coaster of an evening. I'm ready for another smoke.
Yes.
Let's see. What is it called? Okay, we got Margaret. We got Brenda V. We got Timothy over on the Rumble. Thank you, guys. And we should have game night is scheduled this weekend. I'm gonna put try to put the event out earlier this time, like Friday sometime.
Speaking of events, Waylon, you gonna make it over to Grow Up?
Wait, what day is it? The 12th, right?
19th.
The 19th. Okay. Well, I have to get a car, and that's gonna hopefully happen by then. Yes.
Oh, you have a
Going
car
down?
coming?
I'm going down.
Well, I haven't picked one out yet, but I'm going to get a car because my car is poo poo. I'm also gonna get it. I'm also gonna get it towed back to my house because I'm not 100% sure the guy's being forthwith with me. Or forthright. Maybe that's the right
Well, I
word.
was say fourth, right?
Forthright. Yes. Yes, my good man. Cheerio.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
Of course. Okay, we got on X, we're looking at William, Jess,
Have a good night, Alan.
Timothy. Alan, bro, thanks for stopping by, my man. Alan is an amazing guy, always working hard.
No, he's telling Ashley good night.
Oh, well, good night, whoever. It's a good night. Good night, Ashley. I'm not looking at comments right now. I'm going off of Neb, and Neb, it just steered me wrong, man.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'll shut the fuck up. I'm sorry.
Took
I'm
it.
quiet.
He just steered it, and William and Timothy. I got it right. I get those. Hey guys, remember over on X, I do have a community. You might think of it as a group of sorts on X. So come and join it. It's pinned to the top of my profile called Maccabees Live Market by WTIF, and it is we got 16 people.
I'm gonna join all of your pages. Yeah.
We got 16 people so far in it. And you can share things in there and all that good stuff, just like a group.
Am I in there?
I would guess yes, but I cannot tell at the moment. I'm trying to get some comments from the live chat.
Excuse me.
I think if you sent me a request, I'm sure I accepted it. I've looked at it a few times. Okay, let's see. Nobody and Brenda got those. Okay.
I scored 2 free joints at the dispensary tonight.
Had a roller coaster of emotions tonight on the PITB. We've had this happen several times, but tonight was definitely unexpected.
That was something else.
I don't know. That night that one dude
I was
came up,
flabbergasted. My jaw dropped.
What'd you say, Ken?
that one guy, what's his name?
Coach?
Yeah, that dude. That night. Oh my God.
Yeah, I like to bring him up every now and then. Look, every now and then we get kind of stale for a few episodes, so it's kind of good to bring someone up like that, which I know is going to just disagree.
We need some drama. We need a little bit of drama.
Well, you got to
Yeah,
learn to
like
just
my show's not getting enough views. I need some drama here.
You got to have more fun with it, Cam. You got to be like, oh, well, what do you think about this then? You know, and then like see them go, because the people that come on once in a while that aren't here every week, they're not the ones that we are out here to talk to. We're talking like to the audience, and if that person wants to go off in left field, like the coach did, and wants to just go on and on, and he wants to like make it about him versus you, he's already lost because the audience will see which one of you is being more civil, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That's immediately like how.
You wouldn't have told me that.
But he was making people.
I just wanted to be a surprise. I wanted to be caught off guard with him. You know.
Right.
That guy that night. What's his name? Coach. People were leaving because of him.
They've done that before, though, on other topics. Whenever I talk,
We're leaving tonight.
Yeah, I can't be too worried about it because that happens on whenever I talk sometimes.
I mean, people are going to feel how they feel regardless what you're talking about. So,
yeah.
Someone who doesn't like it.
I will say this: I will stop it right away if you just start cussing nonstop at somebody. I had that happen to me once, where I had to like match this dude's energy. I'm like, you're sitting here, you're cussing at me right now, and he was just like going off about stuff where we were actually on the same side about it or whatever. But he was arguing to argue. This was a while back. I think that was before Kim was around. At least you might remember that one.
I do. Once you start using abusive language, though, it's like you threw off the whole vibe. That's not what the show's
Karina,
supposed to be.
You're right. Yeah, that's like that's past what we're not up here to argue. We're up here to just talk about we're up here to share our experience.
Yeah, exactly.
Share your experience, not argue.
Congratulations, congratulations.
But when someone comes up to argue, it's usually someone who's not here every week. You know what I mean? We're usually pretty civil. Anyway, I'm sorry I didn't announce the name. I hope she's just watching. Karina Spinard. Spinard,
like Leonard Skinner, but Spinard.
Karina Spinard. I might have to spin the wheel again.
Come on, Karina. Where you at?
That's okay. They didn't know. That was probably someone that didn't know they were getting in on a spin, popping in. I mean, look, we had quite a few people hanging out to watch that. I think it's more than usual. Actually, we'll leave it at that. Twisted's mom. Well, thanks, Twisted, Miss Twist. I can't call her Mrs. Twisted. Mom Twisted. Mom Twisted. Oh man, I feel very blessed. I mean, she does not have the hash and dash immunities, though, unfortunately. But we'll just respin. I'm pretty sure she just came through to show some love. That's awesome, though. I'd be happy to give her a game night ticket. The Twisted Mom. I was calling her Mom Twisted. That doesn't seem right. The Twisted Mom sounds much better.
Well, suppose if I play some of my music.
Oh, you're right, man. You gotta realize I have to share the tab in instead of sharing my audio in for the whole thing. I don't know if you use StreamYard, but it was causing a bad echo last time I did that. So I'm gonna have to share it in from a tab directly, so I won't be able to share it in until after the spin anyway. But then we got about half hour left. I do have to do a spin for the other wheel, but for my subscribers, I had like 35 people in on this wheel this week, which was nice. I'd love to see more people getting in on it. We got 69 locals supporters.
Let's go, local.
69. That is a personal best. That is hey, there's a subscriber right there. And my game night assistant, my Vanna White for game night, Miss Brenda V.
Vanna White game.
Miss Brenda V, thank you for all that you do, and congrats! You get a game night ticket. I think Brenda's going to be a game night captain one of these nights too, because she's always willing to. But the last couple of weeks, we've had people able to play. So, yeah, guys, let me know early. I know Michelle Paris is going to play. And if we can get 3 other people early ahead of time, I can even put your name in on the event. But I'd like to have game night tickets or game night players worked out ahead of time. Okay.
Okay, well, before I go, I got one more thing for you, and it's the hula hoop. You might have seen it before.
That's exercise right there. There you go.
Oh, here we go.
It has these clips on it. I'll do it for you.
I got hit.
You just swing it. Well, damn. Well, good thing I didn't let it.
Oh, I see. Those things are cool.
Yeah, it makes a lot of noise though.
I feel like it's a cat. It's like for a cat. Your cat would run around chasing it. Yeah, man.
Like a sex toy.
Basically.
Well, it's not, but it might get you in the mood. Don't ask me. But you spin it around and then you keep it going.
And she got rid of the now.
30 minutes.
Around the world and back again.
Get in. Okay, that's it. No more exercises for you.
All right. Well, I want to.
For
All
you.
right, well,
I like no more exercises for you. I like the way you said that.
in the spirit, Elisa, in that spirit, I'm gonna do some push-ups for you guys.
Don't shit yourself.
3.
Good. Work
You
it,
know
work
what?
it, work it.
That's not a real. That's not a real push up.
Push up.
What do you mean,
That
man?
was
Right.
a push
You're
up,
on
not
your
a push
knees.
up.
Bye, Lisa May. All right.
You're on your knees or something. Good night, Elisa.
Whoa,
May.
whoa. When did it have to get below the belt?
You're on your knees or something.
All
Because
right,
you're
I'm gonna.
on your knees, buddy, and your knees are below your belt.
Whoa.
They are. Unless you're some kind of weird alien or something.
I mean,
I like the little Simon truck trick you did with your son there. No slick.
the what truck?
The trick what you did with your son, little robot in the bag. And
Oh, the magic trick. You guys, did you like that?
Pretty
I
obvious, but I
absolutely
went along with it.
adored that.
I went
Yeah?
along with it.
Did you guys all share it out? That thing should be viral. Come on, let's make it viral.
I shared that thing like 5 times.
Yeah, you did. I believe you, and I appreciate you for that. But everyone else is gonna have to pick up the slack. I'm just saying. Only kidding.
Gorilla promote. Yo, get it.
What, Kim?
I said I'm scared to share anything anymore. I'm just
Yeah.
getting in trouble.
Touche on that one.
They got me. I shared Steve-O's terp sticks.
Uh huh.
They got me for selling cannabis.
That's
Edible.
crazy. Like they think terpenes are gonna get you high or something.
Oh, it says terp. That's illegal. Oh boy.
Terps.
Right.
Oh no.
Oh no, it's the terps.
Well, we got a new. Oh wait, she's number 34. A newest subscriber yesterday, Amber Hensley. She's number 35. Let me make sure that's on. Or no, 34. I'm sorry, and make sure that's on here. I'm not seeing 34. Okay, so I'm gonna add 34 on it.
You don't hear those applause, do you?
Say again.
Did you hear that applause?
A little bit, yeah. I have some deeper applause for you, though. This is for everybody's nerve tonight. Appreciate, and this goes out to Michael, the mess. Sorry, mess. All right, let me check locals. Make sure nobody jump in. No. And one more. Don't think anybody's new in there. Okay, cool. Time to roll. And then we'll play some tunes while we do our last dab.
And
Who's we?
Well,
we is French.
Yes. Yes, dab. Our last yes, dab.
Got a little mouse in his pocket.
Mouse, me, and the mouse. I did kill several mice over the last few months.
Maybe he kept that raccoon that was in his trash bin.
I let the raccoon go. I let the raccoon go.
Yes. Don't be hurting the raccoon.
He was so cute. You were going to keep him in there. Big baby.
I want him to learn his lesson. Don't try getting in here again. You know?
Punishment.
Good luck with that.
Well,
there's humans that don't even figure that shit out.
Right. That's the whole grabbing the electrified cupcake trick. Ow. Ow. Number 24. Number 24, I believe, is on.
You know what? I'm gonna do. Excuse me, William, for you. I'm gonna make you some tunes for your lives. You know what I mean?
Oh wow! I mean, I do have some tunes that I've overplayed, so I definitely would love that. Would be
No, I
great.
give you about like 10 tracks. You can alternate.
All right, so I'm
Now,
gonna
let me
pull
know,
up the
let me know
tune.
you're live. You know, I was weed music or whatever. No,
I'm
no
gonna show
lyrics.
you. I'm gonna show you what I play, which is royalty free.
You have porn music, man. You be playing that porn music.
No, I mean
You
not
know
right
what
now.
music
Ain't
sounds
that
like.
right, Bruce? His music be sound like a porn music.
Not right now.
Not right now. Okay.
Give him an hour or two. He's got to set himself up in the mood. He's got to go P. Diddy.
Not right now.
I ran out of look. I don't have a vehicle. I ran out of baby oil.
Oh no!
It goes quick, very quick, and very slick. Actually,
Oh, you rapping over there? I hear you.
it go real quick because it's so slick. It goes on your. Hey, what's up, Rick?
It's a Rick or your dictionary. Here you go.
You're bad. Nasty thing.
Oh snap!
Nasty thing.
Tell me if you can hear it.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
It sounds like a drum beating.
Can you hear some drums? Okay, let me.
Something.
And cats and boots and cats and boots and cats. What you get for royalty free?
Yeah, hey, it's music, nonetheless.
Yeah, I play it while I'm live. Sometimes doing my thing on my phone during the day. I'm going to be doing a lot more X spaces soon too. Who's number 24?
Got you covered.
Let's see. I'd be happy to get something better for my Tuesday night intro. I'm gonna do something for that. 24 is Charles. Wow. Okay.
Where's the wheel? Where's the wheel? Come on, bring the wheel up. Where's the wheel?
It's already spun.
Damn.
Missed it. Number 24 wins, and that is Charles Reinhardt. Yeah. All right, I'm heating the Dab and Dragon back up. So, what do you all have for dinner tonight? I had empanadas. You know what the empanadas are? Oh,
I love empanadas. Was it like crunchy on the edges, or was it too soft and gooey?
bro, I did this in the old air fryer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it was just perfect.
I made myself a burrito.
I actually did too. I made a breakfast burrito with the 2 empanadas.
You know,
and I made this sauce. Hold on, you don't know about the sauce, King Ned. The sauce was Frank's Red Hot sauce in the bowl with some A1 sauce and some chopped onions and some pepper and just a smidge of cumin.
You know what I'm having?
You don't like Frank's Red Hot sauce?
I can't do spice. I don't like the way it exits.
Oh, okay.
You come here, and I will give you some red hot chili peppers.
Huh?
Burn your ass.
What? I get the goose. I get the chills.
I see you over there, Twisted.
Like, where's it at? I need to hold on to something.
We're getting rated on Twitch and on Kick. What's up, man?
You're getting rated. What do you mean?
Yeah, rated. Twisted sent his whole audience and him, including himself, over to Kick. There's a bunch of people that commented on Kick. He's there right now. We're about to do a dab in your honor before the show ends. I have my son this weekend. I'm going to be looking at a medium nice SUV. Just two rows of seating, not three. The three was a little bit more. I don't know what a good SUV is with 2 rows of seating. What do you guys think? Anything? A Toyota, maybe? I don't really love the Toyota.
Hey, hold on.
New vehicle.
Toyota keeps good value throughout years.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Toyota might be the better one to go with.
The Honda CRV is supposed to be a good SUV.
Yeah.
I would go with Toyota over Honda, though. Honestly,
I don't really love either one of them.
100,000 miles at least out of a Honda.
4 wheels is better than 2 heels, brother. I got a special car, Chevrolet. Chev one foot and lay the other. That's my
favorite. The Murano, yes, Sean. I actually have always liked the Murano. I do like the
Murano was pretty cool back when he came out. Yeah, I have a Charger. I have a Charger.
I do like the Murano. I don't think I would get another Traverse. For one thing, the Traverse is a 3-row seat, so I think it would cost more.
I like Traverses. I'm an SUV person. I don't like little cars.
Yeah, I gotta have some all-wheel drive. Gotta have the SUV so I can carry things around to different
SUVs
events.
in modern day station wagons.
I'm 6'3", so I need an SUV. I can't.
Maybe, but they look cooler than a station wagon or a minivan.
I don't think so. I think they look just like a pregnant station wagon.
Wait, so you're telling me there's no difference in your mind between a minivan and say an SUV?
I keep telling my kids my next car is going to be a minivan, dude.
Nice. Hey, some of them are pretty nice.
Convenient for everybody.
Yeah, you can actually move the seats around, make a lot of space, almost like a truck.
Take some shit out. They put a bed in that mofo.
Awesome.
Chevy, Toyota, Nissan. I don't know that brand.
Chevy Toyota. That's the new hybrid.
Listed, come up, man, for a few minutes. We only got about 10 minutes. I'm going to do a dab, and we're going to get out of here. We've had a explosive episode tonight. There's some good reels in there, too. I don't know if I want to take the time to...
I wasn't there.
No, you'd be involved in every one of those reels, for sure. At least it wasn't about bathroom talk this time, you know?
That's my I was about to say that's my bathroom again. God damn.
Oh no. All right, I'm gonna do a little indica, and I'm gonna have a small piece of cherry pie.
Oh.
I've actually cut out almost all sweets. I don't have any like snacks. I don't have any chips. I have very little. I do very little breads. But you know, I love me a little piece of cherry pie once in a while. You know what I mean, fellas? But I will tell you this: by a little piece of cherry pie, I mean 3/4 of the pie. No, I'm kidding.
She's my cherry
like one small piece left.
Sweet cherry pie.
I live like I'm dying, Lisa May. Yeah, that's true. I mean, a lot of things that you do could quote unquote reduce your lifespan or whatever. It's our currency. That is what currency is. What money stands for is basically your life force, your time and effort. Isn't that crazy? Boom! I just blew all of our mind. Our life force is money.
I'm still trying to catch up with the fuck you say. What you're saying, sir.
Listen, don't do that to two of us tonight, Neb. Kidding.
What'd I do?
You didn't know first yet. It was fine until you started on him. That's how I remember it.
I'm smoking weed. I ain't do nothing.
No.
Oh, Waylon got you.
I enjoy though when things are going crazy like that, when people are just looking at the screen and noticing the rest of our reactions.
I'm trying to hold it back. It's just like I'm sitting there watching everybody, Kim, watching Boots. I'm looking at your face. I'm looking at him. I'm like, I just stepped into something. Smells like, you know.
Okay.
They don't look too happy up there on top row.
The king is arrived.
And Boots didn't even smile. He was just sitting there. Boots was just, you know. Not
Yeah,
a smirk.
They call him Stonewall Red Stick. He's got the.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, I think that was me doing that. Really. Oh, cheers to that.
When I try to hide the weed look.
You try to stay out of it.
The 1,000-yard stare. Remember that one?
Yep.
Yeah, it seemed like anyone that spoke was about to get treated. Cheers.
Yeah, that's why I just shut up and ignored the rest of it. Ignored it.
That's
who is hear me talking to him after a while? Hell no.
I know when you guys are quiet, I know something was wrong. I was like, something. They don't look too cheerful here.
That's okay. I don't mind a little chaos. Got to have that. That's
yeah.
Is, you know.
It's nice with there would have been pause where other people could.
Put their input in, but diarrhea of the jaw, you know.
Yeah, that is unfortunate because I'm always trying to get more professionals on because I know they have. Well, he actually has like the setup and stuff with the mic and everything. It's just that tonight I think it was just a little bit of a.
Some people get right to it. Some people just go around the bush several times.
Yeah.
Hey, the other day, Steve-O and I'm never going to forget this one. We had a execution request.
Execution request.
This person commented and said, "Oh, look, two druggies in need of executions."
What?
Yeah. From Rumble, and the person's name was Bodacious.
I love it. That's funny.
Was Bodacious Burlesque? It was like,
you little troll.
I wrote it down. Bodacious Beavers Eaters Burlesque.
Of course, with a name like that.
Right? Like, wasn't that just perfect to have a name like that?
What else
round off
out of his mouth, you know?
And they didn't want to respond to anything. I was like, well, let's talk about it. You think we should be executed? Why?
Mm-hmm.
No response, no real conversation there. Just beaver eating.
It's just my trolling.
But anyway, just to wrap up the topic, I've been doing a lot of VR for exercise because of my shoulders. Take the dog on a walk. You know, she's a husky. She loves to walk. And I'd like to get back to a gym. I actually like that environment because it makes me sort of feed off the energy, and it makes me feel like there's a lot of other people nearby that are like-minded trying to do similar things. And there's something to that.
If you went live in the gym, I think I would go to the gym.
I'm sorry. I'm a male. What motivates me is seeing somebody who's trying to get themselves in shape, or somebody fine on that treadmill. Oh yeah, you know. But there's always a motivation to it, you know. I mean, but I just want to be in shape too and be healthy. Chase after my dog if I have to.
Yeah, I want to be prepared and things like you were saying earlier too. Prepared for it. But they say there's no need to go run for a mile on the treadmill. What you should do, and I think Red Six was alluding to this before, is just do like these wind sprints. You walk for a while, and then you sprint for whatever 10 seconds, 20 seconds.
Right.
And then you walk some more, and and that actually will work out your lungs a lot.
Yeah, treadmills that do that. They'll speed you up, slow you down.
Oh wow, that would fuck me up.
That's a high intensity workout.
Yeah.
Stair climbers, insane.
Stair climbers a beast.
Yeah.
I climb stairs every day, lots of times a day, and I run up the stairs. That's one of the things I wanted to talk about. I wanted Bean to come on. I was live with Bean Dongo earlier, and he was talking about how he does it at work and stuff, and he sort of does his job like it's exercise. That was kind of the whole part of the reason I was doing this topic. Is that when you're at work at like a factory or something, doing this constant bending motion or this constant whatever, like pressure on one leg or the other leg, or there's something that's like uneven that you need to work out the other side. And there's ways to do that a lot of times instead of being so our job a lot of times will just suck our soul right out of us, and it might even work with me doing what I'm doing, but for the most part, when you go to a company, you're like,
you ever tried Tai Chi?
No, I was in Taekwondo.
I'm just saying,
I was turquoise belt.
Taekwondo.
Just kidding. Turquoise belt. Yeah, I was in Taekwondo though. I was actually red belt, 2nd degree, which is it's 2 belts away from black belt.
Brown belt here.
Brown belt is a similar thing. Red belt and brown belt.
He can kick your ass. That's what it means.
Boxing, boxing, and boxing, and I don't know. I didn't want to do MMA, but I don't want the cauliflower ears.
Well, I did. I wrestled too. Like Dad was talking about wrestling in high school. I wrestled for 8 years. Taekwondo, military training. I people don't.
If you're military, martial arts, that's a good combo right there.
Typically, people don't come at me physically. They can find a way to fuck with you when you're not around. That's the issue. By recording you on the internet or whatever they could do while you're not at home, kind of thing. Rob your house. Like people don't typically come at you straight on anymore. Like, hey, let's go out in the driveway and let's settle this right now. It's not happening. But they do come up and say, "Yeah, you got scrap." Sorry.
No, I got a sword.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Here we are, born to the king and the princes of the union.
The hell is that?
I have no weapon.
The song from the movie Highlander.
Damn, that thing's serrated.
Real.
Oh, you
Real
pointing that at somebody? They getting lungs and ribs coming out.
It's real dull. It's not very sharp.
What you call the ripper?
I'm just chopping. I'm just ginsuing. That's all I'm doing.
I could stab with it. You should see all the booby traps I have set up. It's like a medieval torture chamber as you walk through the halls. Yeah, like little tiny.
When I lived in California, I was renting this house, and the landlord, her twin sister's husband, was the maintenance person. And so I had lived there maybe 3 weeks, and this guy started knocking on my door every night about 9 o'clock. And I don't answer my door if I don't know. I don't care. I don't answer my door unless I know, unless you're cleared to come, I don't answer my door, kind of thing. But anyway, so I would never answer my door. And then one weekend, it was 4th of July weekend, and I had to go to work the next day. It was Sunday night. And I'm laying in bed asleep, and I heard somebody come in through the gate. And I didn't think anything of it because my next door neighbor was Asian, and they would go out there at all odd hours of the night and cook fish. But when I heard the cans rustle that I had hanging on my door, I was like, oh, motherfucker's in my house. And my phone was in the other room charging, and the door to the garage directly ahead of my bedroom door. So I was trapped in my room. I have a big, ugly knife that's got a blade about this long. My great uncle was in the Bataan Death March, and he brought it back from that. Yeah, and so I squeezed up against the wall, and I had the knife like this because,
Was you shaking?
He walked into the breezeway, and there was a light from the living room shining, and I caught who it was. And it pissed me off, and I popped the light on. It was one of those round switches, and I popped the light on, and I'm standing here. What the fuck are you doing in my house? My hair's like all over the place. Dude literally pissed a puddle on my floor and took off running.
Yeah, they do that. That happened.
When I saw
He
who
had
that was,
flashbacks of his own mom, like just like his whole. He became like 12 again. It's bad.
What's up?
No, mom, no! Oh shit! Oh, it's all coming back. All coming back.
I called my landlord that night and I said, your brother-in-law was just at my
Keep your
house,
balance.
inside my house, and peed on my floor. I didn't
You
live
made
there.
him do it.
All right. On that note, now that we've talked about at least one of the two bathroom duties, it's time to go. We're past 2 hours anyway, but yeah, it's been interesting. I don't mind. It was fun. Thanks for hanging around. We'll see what we can get
Good
into
smoke.
next
That's
week.
Bob Marley's favorite smoke, Lance bread.
Yeah. Oh, it is. Okay. Yeah. If you guys didn't see my review on Beetlejuice, that was fun. I do a pretty good. I do a mean Beetlejuice. Just saying, I do a pretty good impression of Beetlejuice. Can't do it here. You have to go watch the episode. All right. And then last night on We Grow Wednesday, had a pretty good showing. But I was playing the harmonica. I played it like 2 or 3 times for people, and I was playing my heart out. And I listened to it afterwards. You can't even hear me playing this. You don't even hear that. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
You got your
There's
noise
sometimes.
noise compression probably too high or something.
If I put it close to it, maybe.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what the mic is for. There to put the instrument close to it so you can play the instrument.
I thought about it afterwards. I was like, I can put that bitch right up on there and just be. Yeah.
All right, guys, I gotta go. Much love to you.
All right, you subscribe to locals. I'm not sure if it worked. Okay, I didn't see it, but thank you very much. I'm gonna have to check on that. Thank you. Yeah, we'll see you later, Neb. See everybody. It's been a good one. Thanks, Red Six, for coming up, man. You gotta, you got a spot anytime you want it, man, for sure. So you know that. I plan to go to that event, especially if I got wheels by then, of course. You know how that goes.
Yes.
I feel really weird about it because I'm talking to a woman in Iowa about getting a car, and I live in Illinois, and it just happened to be somebody that I was connected with through another friend who got him a vehicle, and they had this big network of vehicles, like of different dealerships and stuff in Iowa, and I'm just like, part of me is like, can't I just go to down the street? But I can't go down the street. But I could try and call. I don't know any numbers of local dealerships. So it's this weird situation where I happen to be working with this lady in another state, but it's really not that unusual, I guess. So,
Mm-mm.
It is what it is. But yeah, thanks anyway. Hit the like button, guys, if you haven't yet. And SMB, let me know. Send me a private message to tell me who your name is on locals so I can be looking out for that. And remember, go sign up. It's less than $2 a month if you get the full year for $20. So and do that, and we'll come back on game night Sunday. Before game night, you got Kim's show at 2:00 on GrowFam TV, 2:00 Central Time. That is. But yeah, have a good night. Remember, we can argue about anything we want, and until the cows come home. But every person on the planet that you ever meet has to eat to survive, right? Good night, everybody. Have a good weekend.
See you guys.
Good night.
I